Hey everyone, this is Sultan with MailMint, and in this video, I'm going to show you how you can use merge tags to personalize your emails for your contacts in MailMint. As you can see, I'm on my MailMint dashboard. Now, whenever you collect contacts, you may collect several different information. Let me show you. If I go to contacts and click on a certain contact, then I can view the profile of that contact. And here you can see that I've collected several information such as email, the name, the phone number, date of birth, and maybe some other additional details about the contact. You may also add custom fields for your contacts to collect custom data. All right. Now, whenever you're sending out email campaigns, you may want to personalize it by addressing them by their name or maybe mentioning some of their other details such as their location and so and so. And you can do all of that in MailMint using merge tags. Okay. So let us look at how you can do that. Go to campaigns, and here let's create a new campaign. So let's say I'm just going to create a regular campaign, and for this initially I'll just name it a test campaign, as I'm not going to send it out. I'm just going to show you how it works, and then I'm going to assign which list of tags this is going to be sent out to. So I'm just going to choose all lists, so all my contacts are going to get this email. Now I might want to write a subject line where I want to address the customer by their name. So let's say I want to say, hey John, here's a special discount for you. Let's say that's what I want to say. But if I write hey John over here, then all my contacts are going to see hey John, but they might not be called John. They might have different name, right? So what I have to do is rather here, I'll be using a merge tag. So beside the subject line, you can see there's this option. You can click on this, and then you can choose different information from your contacts, such as you can choose the contact's first name. Now you can see that this has been placed over here. What this means is that whenever this email will be sent out, okay, the contact's first name will be placed in the subject line. Okay, similar to this, you have many other options here. If you go to merge tags, you can add all of this information from the contacts. You can add business information of yours. In MailMint settings, you have some settings for your business, such as your address, your name, your city. You can add those under the business. Under posts, basically, if you're using any post notification setup, such as a recurring campaign, then you can assign this. This will include the latest post details. All right. This is only subject to use when you're using recurring campaigns to send out automated emails to notify people about new blog posts, right? Then links are something that you can add within your emails. You don't need to add these things in the subject line. I'll show you when you're going to use that later on in this video. After that, there is website. This is referring to your website, so you can mention your website link or your website title in the subject line if you want to. And then under URL, you can have several URLs, several important URLs from your shop. Again, these are certain things you don't use in the subject line. Most people will use either the contact data or the business data in the subject lines. And sometimes when you're sending out post notifications, you might want to use post merge tags to mention the latest blog post name and stuff like that, right? So once I've added this contact first name, now when this email will go to my inbox, I'll be seeing my name there. Okay. Next comes the preview text. Again, it works the same way. So this is an additional text you can add to your email in case people are using certain clients such as Gmail or maybe Outlook. They can get a preview besides the subject line, right? So let's say you don't want to miss this from, and let's say I want to mention my business name here. So I'll just write the name. So there you go. So what I want to say is that he doesn't want to miss this from my business. Okay. So here what will happen is my business name will be placed in the preview text. I don't have to manually write it. Okay. After that, let's say I'm done with the subject line and the preview text. I'll go ahead and design my email. So if I click on this, I can import a template or create one from scratch. Let's say, let me import a simple template. Let's say this one. There you go. And here you can see that it says welcome to Boom. This is a template. It's a placeholder. But let's say I want to write my company's name here. So here what I'll do is I'm going to place my cursor here. And on top, you'll see there's this option called Personalization. Just click on that, and here you'll get those merge tag options. So what I'll do is I'm going to choose business, and I'm going to choose the name of the business, and there you go. now when this email will go, people will be seeing my business name in this email. Now the reason why I want to use a merge tag here is that maybe I want to customize my business name or change my business name in the future. In case I'm creating this email for automation, that time it will come handy. I don't have to manually change this. For a single campaign, I rather write my business name on my own, right? Next comes the contact details. So I can write, hey John, here are the things. So instead of John again, I want to add the customer's first name. So I'll again click on personalization after placing the cursor in that place. Choose contact, choose first name, and there you go. You can see that the merge tag for first name is placed. I can add other details such as the location. So let's get started. This offer is only for people in, let's say now I want to mention the location. So what I'll do is I'm going to go to personalization, contact, I'm going to say their city, and there you go. You can see it says contact city. So if I have the contact city collected, when this email is going to go out, the contact city name will be placed over here. So that's how easy it is to use merge tags. Now for some contacts, you may not have this detail available. So at that time, what do you do? Or do you just write this sentence and leave this part blank and people get confused? No. What you can do is, beside the text inside the two brackets, okay, you use a pipe separator and then write some text there, such as your city. So now when someone will get this email, if I have their city, then it's going to say in this city. So if it's in New York, then it's going to say this offer is only for people in New York, right? But if I don't have that information customer, then what this will appear is this offer is only for people in your city. So this will avoid any confusion for people for whom I don't have that data available, right? So this is just to make sure that when you're using merge tags, if some contacts doesn't have the information, you don't just make a fool of yourself with a poor email. You just have a placeholder there so that it doesn't confuse your contacts, right? So once you're ready with this email, let's save this and click on next, and it's going to take me back to the campaigns. So then what you can do is you can go ahead and send this email and see that if this actually works. So let us do one thing. I'll be sending this, but in this website, I don't have valid SMTP set up. So the email won't go out, but I do have the email log set up. So I'm going to show you the log to show that this merge tag was applied. So let's just click on send and let's choose send. Okay. So now the campaign is running, and when these emails will be sent out, I'll be showing you the logs. Okay, so the emails has been sent out, and you can see that I'm sitting on my email log section in Fluent SMTP. This is what I use to log my emails, and you can see that these are a lot of failed emails that has gone out. However, what you can notice is that for each of them in the subject line, you have the first name there. Hey CS, here's a special discount for you. And if I preview this, okay, you'll see that in the subject line again, I have my first name there, and in the email body, you can see it says welcome to Mailman. This is the business name I have set up in this store in Mailman settings. And for this contact, I had the city saved as San Jose, and you can see it says the offer is only for people in San Jose. Now let's look at another email for another contact. Let's say this one. Now for this one, you can see it says for people in your city, because for this contact, I didn't have the city name available. Okay, so that's how you use merge tags in your email campaigns. And in fact, it's the same process when you use emails in your automation workflows. Let me show you. Go to automations, and here let me create a new automation workflow. Okay, so let me start from scratch, and here I can use any trigger to get this started. So let's go to WooCommerce and choose first order in store. So whenever someone makes the first order in this store, they'll enter this automation, and I'm going to send out a special email. Now in this email, again, you can see beside this subject line, you have this option to input merge tags. Same goes for email preview text. Again, you have this option to include merge tags for personalization. Also, when you click on design your email, it opens the same email editor where you use the merge tags the same way I showed you a moment ago, right? Now, apart from your email campaigns and your automation emails, we do have other features where you can customize your double opt-in emails and customize your default WooCommerce emails, right? let's look at how you use merge tags there. So let me go to settings, and here let's go to double opt-in. And if I enable this, then I have my option to edit the double opt-in email. Now, one thing is that in double opt-in, if you know the merge tags, you can just copy and paste the merge tags here, and it's gonna work over here, right? And if you go to the email editor, in this email body, you will be using merge tags the same way you did for an email campaign, okay? If I go to WooCommerce, and there if I want to edit the default transactional emails, again, what I'll do is I'll click on customize, and here within this, I can use several personalization merge tags. Now, when I'm customizing the default WooCommerce transactional emails, I'll find some additional merge tags such as order details, which will let me choose different values from orders in this email, right? So I can add the order ID, the order discount amount, the order number. If it was fully refunded, I can add all those details in this email using these merge tags. I also have options for the user. So if I have some basic user information, I can include it here. And you also see I have this information for customer, billing, and shipping. So this allows me to add information that are saved in WooCommerce for this customer. So if I have some notes left, or last name, first name, based on the order placed, right? Because these are transactional emails, and the email I'm editing right now is usually sent out when a new order is placed. So in this case, I do collect this information from the customer when they're placing the order. So I have all the customer name, first name, notes, I have the billing details, I have the shipping details. So these are not limited to what you have in your contact profile in MailMint. These are everything you get when an order is placed in your WooCommerce store. So you get these things, you get order details, you get user details, and after that, you might use the default merge tags that we have. So when you're editing WooCommerce transactional emails, you get all of these additional merge tags to personalize your WooCommerce order emails for your customers, okay? Now remember, I told you at the beginning that there are certain merge tags which are only to be used within the email body. Let me show you what I mean. If I click on merge tags here, you can see that I have the option to include links, right? Now these are links that should be only used in the email body, okay? And I'm going to show you how you can use them the right way. Let me just go ahead and edit the email campaign. And here, if you scroll down to the very bottom, you'll see that naturally there is an email footer. Whenever you receive an email from most renowned companies, you'll see that they'll always include these two links, email preference and unsubscribe. So what this means is that when someone wants, they can click on email preference and then choose what email list they want to be part of. And if they want to change their name, they can do that there as well. And if they don't want to hear back from you again, they can click on the unsubscribe link and then unsubscribe from your email list, right? Now to place these links, that's where you use those specific merge tags. So let me show you how to use them the right way. First, if you want to use the merge tags in any button or as links in a text, just like over here, rather than using them directly, what you do is you click on personalization, go to links and click on the link. You can see that you'll see for all of them, you have two versions. One is, let's say, unsubscribe link. For this, you also have unsubscribe HTML, right? I'll show you why there are two versions of this. For this case, if you want to use this as a link to a particular text, you just choose unsubscribe link and you'll see this shortcode will appear. So rather than dropping it here, you just copy it. I'll just cut it up and then you place it in the text where you want it to be. So let's say I'm just going to write unsubscribe here, right? And now I'm going to select this and choose link over here and then paste this shortcode over there and click on apply. And there you go. You can see that once this is applied, this has now become a link to unsubscribe. So whenever someone clicks on this text, they'll be taken to the unsubscribe URL and they will be unsubscribed from your email list. You can do the same for buttons. If you want to add the unsubscribe link to a button, you just choose a button and in the link area, you just place the unsubscribe link shortcode. And now whenever someone will click this button, they'll be going to the unsubscribe link. Now, you may not want to link this to any button or link this to a text manually. In that case, what you'll do is rather than using this shortcode, you click on personalization, go to links and here choose the unsubscribe HTML. Once you choose that, you'll see that it'll come up like this: link.unsubscribe_HTML. There's a pipe, and then it says unsubscribe. So what this will do is this will naturally place a text over here and then put the unsubscribe link within that text. You don't have to manually place it anywhere, right? So that's the difference between the links for HTML and the links that says just link, right? Now, the use of these links are, first, you'll see that under links you have subscribe link. This is something you use in your double opt-in email. So if you have double opt-in confirmation enabled, what you do is in that email you include a button where you place this subscribe link. So when that email goes out, the person gets it that, okay, subscribe, confirm subscription to our list. And then there's a button. People click on it and the subscription is confirmed. In case you don't want to use a button, you want to add a link, rather use this one, right? Again, the unsubscribe link is something you want to use if you want someone to have an option to unsubscribe from your email list, just like I have it right here in the footer. The preference link allows users to choose if they want to stay in particular lists or, unsubscribe from certain lists and be part of certain lists. If they're part of multiple lists in your site, you can also allow them to change their name, their information. So it's totally up to you what you want them to be able to change, but you can use this link to take them to a preference page, and you use preference HTML in case you don't want to link it in a text or a button, just like this one, right? So that's it. That's how easy it is to use merge tags in Mailmint. If you have any queries, just reach out to us, all right, and we are always here to help.